Okay, take two. Guys, welcome to the video. You're tuning in because you want to see how the one-pull ZF Paladin run is done. I just want to start this off. This is my second attempt at trying to record the video. So I followed Tommy Salami's guide on doing this. A couple people have done this in the past. If you want an in-depth guide on add-ons, the gear set, the entire run, there's a really well-done guide in the corner here or in the description below. Tommy Salami, 28-minute long video. Yeah, I would highly suggest to check it out before my own. I'm going to do my own rendition of this farm. But yeah, serving as we died, I'm going to try this again. So, let's talk about the one-pull ZF in Zul'Farrak. You're going to get up to 100 XP per hour. This is beneficial if you don't have somebody boosting you, if you're just solo leveling. This is completely doable as early as level 40. I've heard of people doing it a few levels before. I don't really understand it, but I've done this at level 40. I one-shot the pull on my first attempt. It took me 6 or 7 tries to get to the graveyard, and then I one-shot it at 40 the first time I did it. And then I've died a million times in between. So let me just show you guys how to get started. Some people, Tommy's guide suggests that you have a plate set for the run to the graveyard, and then you have a spirit set for the execution and the pull. I've proven that you can do this with just a spirit set, and I did it accidentally running there, but I'm going to run there with my spirit set on. This way, you don't have to buy plate gear, and it's a lower barrier to entry, so I'm going to show you how to do it just with the spirit set on. You want to shoot for anything above like 180 spirit. That's probably your lowest threshold. 200, you're fine. If you're at 180, even maybe 175, I think you could pull this off with a tip that I'll add later in how you lay down your consecrates and maximize your MP5. So I'll show you some of the pieces I got. We did dungeon gear. Maybe in the pre-patch, you're going to be leveling a Blood Elf Paladin, which will be really exciting. You might be able to run into these dungeons, get some of these blue pieces. If not, look for spirit gear on the auction house. And like I said, 175 is probably your low point on spirit. You could probably get that from greens, and you'd be able to come in here. So level 40, let's try this out. No, but we're just going to go Devo Aura. I've got my spirit set on. I even put increased mount speed on my gloves here. But it's not that useful. 2 levels makes a huge difference on this run. I wish I was level 40 and I could show you how I did it, but let me just show you guys a clean run there, and then we'll go over the evade spots there, and then we'll go over the pull. So I start off right before I pull this pack. I like to scoot in and pull this one below, and that'll make much more sense at level 40. So as we run, we don't want to get knocked off. I do want to point out that the witch doctors, everybody that melees, you'll see they kind of have like a lag time. Look, they don't melee for a second. You know, it takes a minute for it to get out. So you want to make sure that you're facing. And even at 42, man, I'm getting pummeled by shadow bolts. I could have bopped right here. But yeah, the melee's almost delayed on these guys for some reason. We got our Blessing of Wisdom weak aura. Shout out to Tommy Salami's video. You just want to make sure that you're facing the character so you don't get knocked off. They'll knock you off if they hit you from behind. The increased armor, so we wait until we get out of combat, we mount up again. The increased armor helps you not get knocked off as well, but again, like I said, half of these pieces are cloth pieces. Okay, so I'm knocked off. This is great practice. I'm going to Divine Shield. Don't panic. Get to the evade spot. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of a few evade spots. We'll do another run where I go over each of these. Alright, so just heal back to full. Get back on your mount. And then again, I like to pull this right pack before I pull this left one. So these guys are shadow casters. The witch doctors can knock you off, so they're more scary than the shadow casters. But man, look, I'm already getting pumped at 42. I'm low health. Double shot. I kind of got unlucky with all the spellcasters here. I'm just going to stick my head in right here. The Shadow Hunter wants to play. There's a patrol that'll come here. If you can't mount up because this patrol's here, no problem. I'll show you on the next run with evade spots on what you can do. We're just going to mount up again and continue. Alright, so here, watch this Witch Doctor. Watch him melee me. He doesn't melee until the end, so I kind of run past him, and then I decide to face him. You know, if you jump and try and face him and then turn back around, he's going to end up hitting you from behind. So again, Blood Drinker. You see how I lagged and waited till I kind of gave it a second before I faced him. Uh-oh. There was already a pull here. Alright, I'm going to have to reset. Here's that botched run I was talking about. So anyways, you just run up here, stand in this corner if they're chasing you, and they should evade away. Okay, now that we're out at the front again, I want to show you guys each of the evade spots. So the armor set would be beneficial, maybe if you just have a stam set for increased health. I will say, if I put my armor set on right now, I get an extra 300. So that's one more Shadow Bolt I can take, maybe 1.5 more melee attacks I could take. At the end of the day, not that big of a deal. So if I'm level 40, I'm pulling everything quickly right here. I'm getting both of these packs. I'm going to end up getting pummeled. Watch this. So hopefully I get knocked down off of my mount. I don't end up getting knocked down. Let's say I get knocked down and we go right here for the reset. So as soon as you jump behind into these evade spots, you want to heal up to full. This Witch Doctor is looking at me funny. And I've got these melee guys here. So he's not going to reset unless I get out of line of sight. And I think I'm out of his line of sight. So everybody resets. Now we're in combat again, so it looked like I clipped him from the other side. Just stand here, he'll evade, no problem. But here's your first evade spot. And I didn't have to do it because I was 42, but you can use your Divine Shield, your bubble, to get into these positions. Sometimes the run 2 can take 7 or 8 minutes, but 100k XP per hour, even still with these. So at level 40, you're going to end up pulling these mobs. I kind of like to go wide left. I'm getting double Shadowcaster here. This is kind of rough, because you just take Shadow Bolts to the face. You cannot miss this jump. Line it up. Give it a good jump. I've missed this so many times. It's frustrating. You miss that jump, you're pretty much dead. Yeah, there's no alternative. There might be an evade spot somewhere that you can go to. It might be this rock, but you're going to have Shadowcasters hitting you. Trying to think of where you could go. I think this might be an evade spot. If you could figure out how to stand there without getting like a Shadowcaster to hit you. But you're pretty much dead if you miss this. Alright, moving on to the next run. Alright, so we get these guys here. Look, I got knocked off. Perfect. I'm dazed. Don't freak out. Bubble. And then you got a full 10 seconds to get to your safe spot. I like to swing these guys out here just so I could create some space in between them and this evade spot. Because if they melee you while you're hiding in the evade spot, you won't be able to get rid of them. So we'll go ahead and heal up. But yeah, that was a proper use of Divine Shield. You're going to be using that a lot at 40. Alright. Now again here, I like to pull this side before this side. Just to buy me some time, you know. Alright, we got Witch Doctors here. Sometimes you'll get knocked off right there. This is a great evade spot. Uh-oh, and we got the patrol. We got the patrol. I'll take the time to show you guys. Let's let these guys reset, and then you won't be able to mount up if you have this patrol right here. And it's really not that bad. Even at level 40, you should be fine. Make sure you have your shield equipped. If you have a shield for this guy's never going to go away. Let's make it happen. At 40, that's probably going to get resisted. It got resisted. Looks like we got him to run an extra lap. Hey, he's busy casting heals on himself. Okay, we have Soul Eaters and a Witch Doctor here. At 40, look, I'm already in trouble. I'm pretty much dead. I got a bubble again. So double bubble. This Soul Eater could be problematic. If you can't get these guys to reset, sometimes you can run around in a circle. Like I'll run right here and then jump on this while they're still line of sight, and then they'll reset. But honestly, even at level 40, yeah, if they didn't reset, I would just run. Kind of like we did a second ago. Look, we got this guy coming with us. So I can show you. You'll be able to outrun these guys. Make sure you hug the right wall so you don't pull this. Look, our stun's almost up again. Not that it matters. Try not to get dazed. You know, always strafe jump. And then come over here in this corner. This corner can be kind of tricky. You got to figure out how to do that jump. And then, yeah, just sit in here until they evade. So those are all the evade spots. You should be able to do this at level 40, no problem. Okay, now that you've made it to the graveyard, now we're on to the setup phase. This isn't the final pull, but we're going to set up for the pull. There's one mob you need to worry about right here. Okay, let's put our spirit set on, of course. There's one mob. This could be 4 different mobs. A witch doctor, a blood drinker, a soul eater, and a hunter. The hunters are the worst one because they hex you. If you pull the hunter, your run's over. You need to reset. If you pull the witch doctor, he drops a healing ward and heals your mobs, and it's super annoying. But this mob, he has a long patrol. Even if he was coming in, we could pull him during the setup phase, but on the initial pull, you want to know where this patrol is and really do your best not to pull him for the big thing. But anyways, to get this pull started, you want to engage the boss, and this will make it to where whenever you open up the graves, they go straight to the boss first. So we're going to go through this first set. Only click those graves, come to the evade spot here. And as soon as these guys evade, you want to start the next pull as soon as the evade resets, because these fresh guys that you opened up, they're stuck near the boss right now and they're coming back. So you want to get ahead of them. It's imperative that you start as soon as this evade spot happens. There they go. Watch, they're gonna catch up along the way. Okay, so we start the second pull. You really don't want to mess this up. As soon as you put your divine shield on, you can't click these mobs. So, oh, my bob's still on cooldown. No, I'm dead. The growing pains, man. This pull is tough. It happens. So if I would have waited 5 more seconds, my bop would have been up. I would have jumped up here, reset, and then done one more pull. Let's try that again. Alright, so we'll just wait for those mobs to reset, and let's see what our first pull looked like. Not bad. We got a lot of mobs. Yeah, this looks really good for those first 2. Let's get this last pack pulled. Okay, this time around, our bop isn't on cooldown, so let's get this last pull in, and then get ready for the final pull. Yeah, I missed that first grave there. Kind of unlucky. Let's see if we can get to it. We can. Can we get away with not bopping? We can. Look at that. So now that we're out of combat, you're going to want to eat all those things. Also, you want to put, at this point, you want to put on Morbid Flame. So if you look in Tommy Salami's guide, he goes over how to get this. This item, it's a 30-yard range pull. So this is from the Eliza quest chain in Duskwood. Super useful. We have 30-yard pull with Exorcism, a 30-yard pull with our Torch of Holy Flame, and this is going to help us out get these mobs together. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can start here, aggro these mobs, jump around, and then get them to pull through and kind of pull the rest of the group. And then you hit an Exorcism here, you run into the corner bubble, and you've got them all set. Or you can start over here, Exorcism, Divine Shield. From here, you're going to Morbid Fell this mob, bring him to the pull spot, get them all clumped together, and then go. So I'll try and show you both methods. So for this first one here, I'm level 42. I try and get to the edge and pull. Okay, all these mobs are pulled. Perfect. As soon as they get pulled, you want to run. Alright, they're going to evade. You really got to get it down the first time. Because I'm not a human, this jump is kind of hard. But I'm going to wait. These evaded back. So they're kind of on a timer. You can see how quick they evade and go back. So let's get everybody pulled again. Everyone's pulled. Alright, everyone's pulled. Here we go. Oh, look, we got Andy. So you see the triangle that's marked? I'm gonna Morbid Fell right here. Okay, I'm getting hit by the Witch Doctor. And we didn't get those guys. They bugged. Just not in time. Yeah, so I don't really like that method. It can be difficult. But I want to show you. I want to show you how it gets done and executed. So this Witch Doctor's, he evades back. I've got everybody running to me right here. I kind of want to reset and show you again. Alright, now this is kind of my preferred spot to pull. Pulling and starting from over there is kind of difficult to get these guys engaged and then get back into a safe spot where they can follow you before they evade back. But instead, our Andy, our marked character, he just patrolled over here, so we have plenty of time. Now, the trick here is we're going to Exorcism, Divine Shield, and then Morbid Flame, Torch of Holy Flame this guy. And then before that Divine Shield comes up, hopefully we can get in the corner and get them all packed together as we get this pull phase started. So, you could have your MP5 food on here. We're going to hit him with an Exorcism. I want to bop right away. Even that was a little bit slow. We're going to Torch of Holy Flame from deep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I just ran out of my bubble. We want to get up here before they evade again. We got to do this quickly now. And good. So let's see. Did we pull everything? We did. Kind of scuffed. They're not packed up perfectly, but yeah, this is kind of the method that you have to do. You don't want to run too far forward before they get past this pillar because they'll stop, so you kind of just want to pull them right here. Yeah, so my weak orb put my Blessing and Wisdom back on after my bop. And now you've got the pull. So we're going to max rank Consecrate. Now let me give you some tips on this. Oh, look at this. This scuffed one of my runs last time. So you see this Basilisk coming over the corner? Somehow, I pulled him right there. Or not somehow, I jumped. And I pulled that Basilisk and it's over. Those 2 hunters will nuke you. So I didn't do my normal jump right there because the Basilisk was there. Man, for this video, all the tips are coming out perfectly. But normally, we're going to drop a rank 1 Cons. And then we're going to jump right here and see how they lag and jump down. You don't get them perfect every single time, but they do this weird pathing which helps pack them all together. So this jump is how you get everybody grouped up again. Now let me give you some tips on how to keep these packs together. Okay, so I'm going to rank 1 Consecrate. Right here, we jump. See how they all lag down and then they come back? Wash, rinse, repeat. They can get it a little bit unbunched. But what you really want to focus on here is maybe pay attention to where we're laying the Consecrates. You want everybody on the bridge before you jump. If some of them aren't on the bridge and then you jump, they just lag behind and they don't stick together. So let's see if we can jump. We got them to... they didn't do it completely, but they kind of stayed together. Now, I'm going to jump on this bridge before they're all on, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, anyways, you can try and jump before you get on the bridge, and you'll be able to see. Okay, perfect. See how we got them all to run down right there? Whenever they're spaced out, sometimes that can group them together. But yeah, place our Consecrate here. You might die. I've died multiple times. I like jumping off this ledge. I found jumping from the ledge instead of just letting my body fall to be the most consistent. If you just let your body fall, half of them will come. They'll start their path right away. Half of them won't. And so, jumping has always produced the cleanest, tightest pulls. Now watch this. I'll just fall off without jumping. See how the front pack runs before the rest of the pack did? And it actually helped group them up this time around. But whenever they're really clumped tight, jumping, like I said, creates that consistency. Alright. As you can see, it gets a little bit funky. We got them all packed. We got them packed up really well right here. You can throw grenades if you have grenades. They might stun and mess some of them up, but you'll see, as long as you continue this jump method right here, it's not that big of a deal if they get spread apart. Eventually they'll all get together. So if they are spread apart, let's go over this. We'll drop a Consecrate, we'll bop, and then just let them all come together. This would be a good time for a grenade. Okay, they're all on me. I'm going to back up again, get another max rank Consecrate. I got 3 debuffs, 2, 1. We're going to fall off, and since I fell off and didn't jump, yeah, they didn't stay completely packed together. Now, you saw my weak orb go off. Since I put a bop down, you have to Blessing of Wisdom right after your bop. Now they're spread out even worse. But this is totally doable. Almost got clapped to death right there. Try and get everybody on the ledge, then jump. That's kind of the secret there. So, if you're low on mana... Now watch this. Look at how they get all packed together. With that jump. They kind of spread out again. But if you're low on mana, you don't have to drop a Consecrate right here. And I'm almost dead again. Amazing. I'm getting super greedy here. I could lay on hands. But I'm just showing that you really don't have to get hit. Because we didn't spec into the increased defense, because I didn't feel like we needed it, we can just Divine Favor. Full heal, we'll get our health back. Or our mana back spent for it. Okay, big yikes. This is getting kind of out of control, so I'm going to Mana Pot. I'm really scuffing the run here. Hopefully everybody gets hit so we don't get decreased XP by not hitting them for 30 seconds. But yeah, you can even see with mistakes, you know, it's not even that clean of a run. If you just stick to your method, this is 8 hours of practice as well. I was not this smooth the first time around, and I'm still gonna mess up. You know, I still got a really high chance of just screwing things up, and I'm sure you will too. Your first couple times trying this, it's like I said, it takes 4 to 6 hours to kind of get in the groove. But yeah, you just kind of wash, rinse, repeat. There's not much else to it. Like I said, I like using greater mana potions just because if they're cheap on the auction house, you might as well pop them. But yeah, if you don't have enough spirit, you're not going to want to drop a consecrate here, and you'll find the pulls might take a little bit longer, but it'll be doable, you know. So let's not drop a consecrate again and just watch my mana go up. Since we don't drop consecrates right there, and a couple of them are slowing down, you'll kind of get in the groove and where you're supposed to stand and where you should drop your consecrates. You'll get better with it with time. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Ideally, I think I would throw my grenade on the wall here. Not sure, though. Alright, that was kind of interesting how we got all those guys to lag behind. But yeah, while some of these mobs are slowed, try and keep them in the consecrate as much as possible. Let's see. Let's see if we can consecrate and grenade all the mobs at once. I think we missed that backpack. That was a good jump right there. Ooh, I think I'm dead. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna Divine Shield. Yikes. So stupid. 3, 2, 1. Could have laid on hands. And we survive. So for these mistakes where I'm using a lot of mana, able to just continue to pop mana pots. I think this is doable without mana pots, but they sure do make it probably faster and a lot easier, especially while you're learning. Alright, we got a lot of these mobs unpacked. So right now might be a good time to use a stun grenade to get this front pack stunned while the other guys are lagging behind. Oh my. Yeah, but I mean, you can tell how this can get out of hand real quick. This pull truly is not over until it's over. I've died whenever the mobs have 10-15% health left, and it's the most infuriating thing. Oh, look at that stack, man. Hey, this is kind of like ASMR pulls. It does get addicting, and I'm dead. Jeez, I'm so greedy. I think half those mobs were slow. Yeah, these pulls take so long, man. If you're not paying attention, one mistake and it's over. Good night. Alright, let's try and get a grenade this pull. Oh my. Awful grenade. Yeah, I mean, these are sloppy pulls, man. These aren't the most well-executed pulls that you're watching right now. I am level 42, so the Consecrate, I think, is getting resisted, partially. This lower level. At the higher levels, even though I won't get a new rank until level 50, I think at like 40, 46, 48, it might get resisted less than what it is right now. So the pulls go a little bit faster, less chance for making mistakes. But they're slowly but surely they're starting to die, and you'll see the XP roll in. It's unbelievable. It's really satisfying, kind of addicting once you get used to it. Alright, the mobs are slowed. We're going to use this to our advantage. Keep them in the consecrate the whole time. I think just about everybody's slowed in this group now. And they're starting to drop, baby. Look at that. Oh, the worst is whenever you die to a to all slowed mobs. That's the worst, man. Oh, look at that. We got the tactical ding. Midway through. Didn't even need it here at the end. I'm tempted to stand on top of these guys and just bop myself. And just let them rot to the consecrate. It's kind of annoying whenever they die on the hill, because you don't end up getting the loot sometimes. That can be a little bit frustrating. But it's not the end of the world. You're going to make a lot of loot by the time you're max level, so the faster you can just get your XP per hour here, the faster you can make more gold later on. So here I'm just going to bop, rot him out on this consecrate. I actually don't know if this is going to kill him. I hope it does. Get ready. I can precast my heal while I'm standing here. Take a couple hits, and we're good to go. Man, what did we get? Maybe 40,000 XP that pull? We're at 100,000 XP per hour right now on Titan panel. I think it got slowed down a little bit because we died a couple times. But yeah, it'll be around 1 to 140 XP starting this early from 40 to 42. It might slow down a little bit later levels, but the runs get a lot faster, especially practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching this guide, guys. I hope it helped. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Please like the video if you made it this far and the video was helpful. And check out Tommy Salami's guide, the guy who inspired me to do this. This is my own rendition of the guide. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're looking forward to playing Paladin in TBC. And you can pretty much guarantee that I'm going to do this on my Blood Elf Paladin. So check me out at twitch.tv/Graysfordays and watch us do this live. And we're currently doing it live on this character as well. So if you come in soon, you might be able to see us still working on this guy. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.